What's up, chat? In today's video, we will be talking about the red-hot Houston Rockets, who have been dominating the NBA for the entirety of March. And with every win they manage to stack on, they get closer and closer to that final play-in spot in the Western Conference. They are coming for the Golden State Warriors. And with the way the Warriors have looked all season, it wouldn't surprise me if they somehow managed to even miss the play-in tournament, let alone the playoffs, okay? I mean, first off, you've got Klay Thompson. He's come off and he's battled a bunch of injuries throughout his career, but now he can't even crack the starting rotation for this Golden State Warriors team. They've resorted to throwing him on the bench and having him come from there. And then you've got Jalen Green, who gets suspension after suspension. Hell, he got ejected the other day after, 5 seconds into the game? And finally, Stephen Curry, who's had a couple ups and downs of his own this season, but recently he hits a game-winning shot, a game-sealing shot versus the Orlando Magic, and then proceeds to kick a chair out of frustration because he can't handle all of Jalen Green's temper tantrums. He's tired of it, he's sick of it, and you would be too. Especially if you knew that them boys in Houston, yeah, they're on your ass, and they're being led by Jalen Green. The volume shooter, shot chucker himself, is carrying this Houston Rockets team right now. Jalen Green is about to be the guy who ends the Warriors dynasty, something nobody would have ever seen coming. But in the month of March, he has been playing a whole lot better. Someone consider him an elite hooper in a sense, okay? He's gone out, averaged about, 30 plus points on the month. He's only managed to drop under 23 times, and he's doing it on crazy good efficiency, which has been most of his big problems throughout his NBA career, has been his efficiency. Well, he's turned it around in March. He's averaging about 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, and with the amount of points he's putting up, the only one to match him this month is Kevin Durant, okay? And that should show you just how well he's been playing. Now, Jalen Green attributes most of this success to his baby, who is on the way, with his current girlfriend, Drea Michelle. 39 years old, by the way. Yeah, can we talk about all these older women preying on these young athletes? Jalen Green's only 22, but whatever. We'll ignore that. That's not what this video is about. And don't quote me on this, but there are rumors out there that Jalen Green also has 2 other babies on the way. So if you thought he had a father boost and was playing it up because he's got mouths to feed, well, he's got several mouths to feed, because in the next few months, Jalen Green's family is getting a whole lot bigger. But, I mean, this seems to be a good thing for the Houston Rockets, because now that they can rely on Jalen Green, the rest of the team is also looking, to play by their superstar, because that's what Jalen Green is. He's essentially this franchise's superstar when Alperen Sengun isn't playing. And the crazy thing is that only a few months ago were the Houston Rockets offering up Jalen Green and several picks to Brooklyn for Mikal Bridges. Imagine if they had done that trade. They would not be anywhere near the play-in. Sure, would their future be set up a little better? I don't know, honestly, because of all the picks they were giving up. So it was the best move for the Brooklyn Nets to decline them. So honestly, chat, it really feels like we're living in the best timeline for the Houston Rockets, okay? Now, another player to improve drastically over the course of this season for the Rockets has been Emeka Thompson, their rookie. And not only has he improved drastically, he's done so during this stretch of wins. He's been going out and dropping 20 bombs left and right. He had 20 points versus the Wizards. He had another 25-point bomb versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. He can do it just about against any team. And it's not only his points that have improved. I mean, he's getting about 8 to 10 rebounds a night, especially throughout the month of March, with his assist numbers sitting at around 3 or so, and his efficiency has been absolutely out of this world. It really feels like every shot that Amen takes is going in the basket, and that's saying something, because once upon a time, Emeka Thompson was not seen as the best shooter. And I know I've been praising their players like crazy throughout this whole video, deservedly so, but they wouldn't have this type of success had it not been for one man. one man who I'll tell you about right after this. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, okay? We're trying to hit 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, and we can't do that if you don't subscribe. 99% of you don't subscribe, and I couldn't tell you why. Hell, if I knew, I would already have figured it out by then, huh? Anyway, just make sure to subscribe, alright? The guy is Ime Udoka, okay? The guy I'm talking about is their head coach, Ime Udoka, who's been in Houston for a very short amount of time, and he's been able to change the culture immensely. It's like a switch has been flipped, and they are an entirely different team. And no offense to the guys before him, the coaches were, that have been serving there past the Mike D'Antoni era, but they weren't really right for this Houston organization, not the same way Ime has been. And let's remember why Ime Udoka ended up with the Houston Rockets in the first place. It is a bit messy, but what isn't in the NBA world? The reason he's with the Rockets is because he cheated on Nia Long. Yes, the actress, the woman, the goddess herself, he cheated on Nia Long of all people with someone who worked within the Celtics organization. Now, there is a message to be taken here. What I feel like you can really take away from Ime Udoka's story is that no man is perfect. Sure, he might have a fantastic basketball mind, one of the best coaches in the NBA, and he'll probably win many rings for years to come. He is a terrible partner, a messy man, someone who, is not the most faithful, but he still gets the job done on the NBA court, okay? So, everyone's got their flaws. Let's get back to the players, though, alright? And sure, Jalen Green and Amen Thompson might be surging for the Houston Rockets right now, but someone who's been a lockdown player, reliable all season, and held it down for them down low, yeah, that's been Alperen Sengun. He's had an amazing season. Casuals might not have heard his name before, but he's definitely someone you've got to remember. And the improvements he's taken year by year, truly unbelievable. He went from 9 points to 14 to 21 this season. And it's not just his scoring that stepped up. He's also been more efficient. His rookie year, averaging 47% from the field. Now, this season, it has been 53%. And that's fantastic. That's good for Alperen. Love that for a foreign dude. He's really growing the game of basketball. Couldn't ask for anything more. And then his rebounds. Five rebounds a night, right? Back his rookie year. 9 rebounds last year. 9.3 total rebounds this year. Sengun gets anything that comes his way. And don't even get me started on this dude's playmaking. 3.9 assists last year. Yeah, can you guess what he does this year? 5 assists per game. That is what he is averaging. His steals, he's gone to 1.2. He's averaging more than 1 steal a game. He can snatch the ball from any of your favorite players. And then blocks, they've taken a dip. But what can you ask for? He's not perfect, right? Like I said, Ime Udoka showed us not everyone's perfect. Anyway, this Rockets team is on a heater. Their next upcoming games are a bit more difficult. We'll see how they match up against the Mavericks, and then they've got the Timberwolves after that. If they're able to come away from both of those games with a W, I would be absolutely afraid as a Warriors fan. And the biggest game they've got on their schedule has to be April 4th, where they do go head-to-head with the Golden State Warriors, and that game might just decide whether they get an opportunity to play past April 14th, okay? Whether they have a chance to play in the play-in tournament. Yeah, it all goes down on April 4th. So tune into that game. And hopefully this video is out by then. If not, I've really got to step my game up. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point, right? I should definitely have this video up before then. But anyway, just wanted to put that out there. That's about it for this video. I just wanted to talk about the Houston Rockets. They're young. They're exciting. Jalen Green has been one of my favorite players since he's entered the league, and now that he's playing well, I can be a proud fan, right? I was more of a closeted Jalen Green fan, if that's what you want to call it. I wasn't open about loving Jalen Green, because he was mid, he was terrible, but now that he looks good, hey, throw me on that bandwagon, okay? And as a Lakers fan, I hope we get out of the 9th seed so that we don't have to play them right away, and so that both the Lakers and the Rockets make it to the playoffs. That would be the best outcome for myself, as a biased fan or whatever. Like I said, catch y'all later. Much love. And subscribe to the dang channel, okay? Deuces.